What's going on, family? Today we talking the NBA, and Dallas Mavericks might be in trouble with this Minnesota Timberwolves series. If it keep going further, it might actually cost them the championship. And here's why. This is what people's not thinking about. The longer this series go, the more Dallas will have injuries. You gotta remember, they are playing the bigger team. So Minnesota is more likely to have less injuries because they are consistently hitting smaller bodies throughout this series. Dallas Mavericks is a smaller team. They are consistently getting hit by bigger bodies, and Minnesota showed some toughness the last game. The last game was the first game I seen Minnesota getting in people's faces. You know, they playing more physical. That will continue because now they like, oh, we got to be more aggressive. We got to play more physical to win this series. Now, nobody ever came back from 3-0. I predicted that Minnesota would win in 6 or 7. So my prediction would be Minnesota in 7. But I still think nobody ever came back from 3-0. The problem is, and they probably not going to come back from 3-0 now that I'm seeing it. But the problem is, they don't need to win this series to make Dallas lose the championship. Because when Dallas play Boston, Luka Doncic is not going to be able to just sit in the corner and not guard nobody. That's the thing about Boston. Derek White will cook Luka with Luka playing defense. Same thing with Drew Holiday. Same thing with Al Horford, because he's a big man that can actually catch the ball and play in the post. So he will cook them. And then you got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So they hold 5, and then Porzingis gonna come. All of them can get off with Luka guarding him. So he won't be able to rest on defense. So he needs to be as healthy as possible going into this next series. Every game, I'm watching the game, and come third, fourth quarter, Luka is barely getting up the court. I don't know if people is noticing this, but when he's running, he's moving real slow getting up the court. Like real slow. So we know Kyrie done had injury problems in the past. That could come back. The longer these games go. You already got Lively. He's messed up with his neck. He come back and get banged up again. The other power forward, the Max guy, he's coming back from a back injury. You know, so the longer this go, the more and more chance that these guys gonna get more and more banged up, and the less time they will get to recover for the next series, because it's already booked. You can go on ESPN right now and you'll see that June 6th, I believe is the date, the NBA finals start. They got the Boston Celtics, and who they gonna play is unknown right now. But that's the date. Boston already know, all right, this is where we gonna start. So they have been recovering. Not only have they been recovering, they've been lifting. You got to stay strong throughout the playoffs. This is what this team, Boston, has learned. And you know they're going to be hungry because they done been in the finals like 2 times in the last 3-4 years or something like that. So they want this championship. And I actually am starting to think they're going to win it. Especially if Dallas get by Minnesota, they're going to struggle when they play when they play Boston. Dallas will struggle. People think Dallas, oh man, Luka, Kyrie, they going to go to Boston. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. I think Boston going to beat them if Dallas played Boston. And, you know, Boston is more suited to play Dallas. It'll actually be easier for them to play Dallas than Minnesota. Because Minnesota a bigger team, Boston a smaller team. Boston would be actually bigger, if not the same size as Dallas. So that will be a major problem for Dallas. Luka won't be able to rest on defense. Kyrie gonna be having a tough time too, because people are sleeping on 2 guys on Boston: Derek White and Drew Holiday. Them boys is nothing to play with. Drew Holiday already a champion too. So they are a little bit more loaded than people think, because they looking at Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then they like, all right, they got a supporting cast. Bro, when Drew Holiday used to play in Philly, he was dead nice. Drew Holiday is dead nice. And he been showing it throughout these games. He dead nice. Derek White is dead nice. And both of them like around the same height. So, yeah, it's going to be a real goodie. But Dallas has to clean up Minnesota tonight. It's game 5 tonight. Dallas up 3-1. They need to clean up Minnesota. If it keeps going and going, one, they might lose the series because they're going to be banged up. And two, even if they win, they're going to be banged up for the next series. They ain't going to have a lot of time to rest. Won't be no lifting, won't be no practicing. They're going to be having to rest, get a little shoot around in and stuff like that. And then the day after that, time to play the championship for all the marbles. They got to play Boston. So they better end it tonight, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. As always, if this your first time here, make sure you sub to the channel. Check out the other content. Click that like button. Y'all be easy. Be safe.